Good morning. Today we are taking a new topic from chapter 2, Forms of Business Organization. The name of the topic is Partnership. Partnership in India is governed by the Indian Partnership Act 1932. And according to the Indian Partnership Act, partnership is the relation between persons who have agreed to share the profits of business carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. Now see, in this definition few terms are important. First is relation. Persons, that means relation will be always there between persons, so minimum 2 persons are there, and maximum number of partners is 50, and that maximum limit is given in the Companies Act 2013, not in the Indian Partnership Act. Okay, who have agreed to share the profits. Now according to the definition, sharing of loss is not mandatory, compulsory, but sharing of profit is a compulsory feature of partnership of a business. Now business is a regular activity and it is undertaken with the objective of earning profit. A work of charity undertaken will not be considered as business, so it will not qualify as a partnership. In the same manner, ownership of a property will not be considered as business, so it will not be considered as a partnership agreement. So share the profits of a business carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. So mutually the partners, the persons who enter into partnership will be agent of each other. Now see the terms. Partners. Who are partners? The person who have entered into partnership with one another are individually called partners. The person who enter into the partnership relation is known as partners individually. So collectively they will be known as firm. All the partners collectively will be known as firm, and the name under which they are going to do business is the firm's name. Okay, again, individually the persons who enter into partnership agreement, partners, collectively they will be known as firm, and the name under which they are going to do the business is known as firm's name. Now a partnership has no separate legal entity. Okay, from the accounting point of view they have a separate legal they are separate business entity, but from the legal point of view they do not have a separate legal entity, and because of that the partners have unlimited liability. They have unlimited liability. Okay, now we will discuss features. The first one is formation. Now the formation of partnership is not doesn't require lot of legal formalities. Okay, the persons can come together, they can agree. The agreement can be oral or written. If it is written it will be better. Okay, if any confusion is there it can be easily removed, but if oral agreement is there then there is no proof, so it is always advisable to have a written agreement. So the partnership business is governed by the Indian Partnership Act. We have already discussed that. It comes into existence through a legal agreement. Okay, wherein the terms and conditions governing the relation among the partners, like as discussed earlier, agreement is there, and the agreement is known as partnership deed. If written agreement is known as partnership deed, that we will discuss in detail, and that agreement will contain the details of the relationship agreement. Sharing of profit, in which ratio they are going to share the profit, about the capital contribution, the manner in which they are going to undertake the business activities. Okay, if will they be allowed salary, will they be allowed commission, and all the terms like interest on capital, interest on drawing, everything should be mentioned in the agreement. Number of partners. Now what is partnership? It's a relationship. So to have a agreement or relationship, minimum 2 persons should be there. So in case of partnership, the minimum number of partners needed to start the firm is 2, and maximum, as discussed earlier, the Companies Act 2000 2013 mentions that the maximum number of partners can be 100. Okay, but the government have issued, as per the company's miscellaneous rule 2014, the maximum number of partners can be 50. The government can change that. To change the act, they have to go to the parliament, but according to the act, the maximum limit is 100, but just now the government have fixed it at 50 and it can increase it to 100. So if a question comes, what is the maximum number of partners in a partnership firm, you have to write 50 only. Okay, and the act which mentions about the maximum limit is the Companies Act 2013, not the Partnership Act. Now liability, as discussed earlier, the firm do not have a separate legal entity, so the partners have unlimited liability. Okay, their personal assets can be used in repaying the debts of the business if the assets of business are not sufficient. Next point, decision making and control. All the partners together jointly manage the business, and in some cases the majority decision will be taken in the day-to-day management. Okay, otherwise if any decision which is going to change the relationship, all the partners should agree to that. Okay, next, continuity. Now see, partnership is a relation between partners. If anything happens to any one partner, the relationship will come to an end. So the partnership do not have a continuity. Okay, because there may be chances of dispute, or the one or two partners may leave the business, or a new partner may come, so the relation between partners may change. So there is a lack of continuity in the business. Now see, if the old agreement comes to an end, the remaining partners can continue the business by entering into a new agreement. The business will continue, but the partnership, the old partnership will come to an end. Mutual agency, as the last line is managed by all or any one of them acting for all. In the definition it was there, mutual agency. So the partners are agent as well as principal of each other, and all of them are bound by the actions of each other. Okay, this point is important. Okay, agent as well as principal. Lawful business. Now the business should be legal. Illegal business cannot be you cannot enter into a illegal business in partnership. Okay, now as discussed earlier, it should be lawful, and it should be a business, and the feature of business is the activity should be done on a regular basis, and it should be done with the motive of earning profit. Okay, as discussed in the definition. Okay, all the partners must share the profits, but it is not necessary for all the partners to share loss. If other partners agree, one or two partners may not take a share in the losses, but they will share profits.